Yes.
Okay, so now we move to the next question. So I believe you don't have any issue with this. Okay, so now let's look at another question here. And the question says, let's say question one. Let's use the word identify. On a straight line, we can find the gradient and intercept. I'm going to show you how to find the gradient and intercepts on a straight line. So so it's not just for fun. Here we have y equals to, so y equals to 3x minus 9. So y equals to 3x minus 9. So from here now, if you compare it with the general, comparing with this with y equals to mx plus c. So this is our gradient, and c here, this positive c represents the intercept. So the sign is very important. The sign is very important. So the intercept is where, we say y-intercept. So that is where the line is crossing the y-axis. That is the y-intercept. So from this equation that is given here now, so our gradient is equals to 3, while the intercept, or the y-intercept, is equals to, if you compare it, this is positive 3, positive c. So the sign is very important. So the y-intercept now is negative 9, not just 9, negative 9. If you write 9, then you are wrong. So are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so it's very important that you don't miss out the sign. So the sign is very important. So now I'm going to write this down. And do you have any question regarding this straight line equation? Any question?
No.
Okay. So since there's no question, so let's take another example. So this one, let me see if you can do it accurately. So we have 2y plus minus 7x equals to 11. So that is question 2. Question 2 is 2y minus 7x is equals to 11. You have to identify the gradient and the y-intercept. The gradient and the y-intercept. So how can you do this? It's as simple as ABC. So what you need to do now is to rearrange this in form of y equals to mx plus c. That is the general form, mx plus c. So this one that is, we're having what 2y equal 2y minus 7. You need to rearrange it so that y will be here. It's just going to be y on the left hand side. We're going to have y on the left hand side. That is all. So it is after you rearrange it before you can decide, or before you can identify the gradient and also the y-intercept. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go. So let's rearrange this by making y the subject. So you can take this to this point. So don't forget, if since it is negative, so by the time you take it to the other side, it becomes positive. So here we have 2y equals to 11. Oh, sorry, we can just write it in that same form, x first before the number. So 2y equals to, I'll need to write the 7x first. You take 7x to this side, so that is going to be 7x, positive 7x, because this is negative 7x, so it becomes positive 7x, then plus 11. The 11 here is positive, so that is plus 11. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so from here now, don't forget, we want to make y the subject. So y, it has to be in this form, this general form of a straight line graph. So we need to divide each side, both side by 2. We need to divide both side by 2. So here we have y. If you divide this side by 2, it will cancel out. So we have y equals to 7x divided by 2. Let me move downward. So 7x divided by 2 plus 11 divided by 2. Because it's not just 7x you are dividing both sides by 2. So the whole of this divided by 2, the whole of, then this divided by 2, we have this. So from here now, this can be written as y equals to 7 over 2x plus 11 over 2. So from here, we can compare the two together. So this is our gradient. So the gradient or slope, So another word for gradient is slope. And the y-intercept is this, remember? So if you compare them with this now, we can say that the slope or the gradient is equals to what? What is the gradient? The gradient from this equation that we got is what?
The gradient is.
What is the gradient? No, look at it very well. Compare, you have to compare this. Compare the straight line equation with this equation. It is what?
It's 7 over 2.
Beautiful. 7 over 2. So that is the gradient. So the gradient is 7 over 2. Not just 7. This is a fraction here. So the gradient is 7 over 2. And what is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is what?
The y-intercept is 11 over 2.
Great. So positive 11 over 2. So you can decide to take them to mixed number, or you can leave it that way. So it all depends on where you want to leave your answer. So the final answer of this can be maybe 5.5 or 501 over 2, or this one too can be maybe 3.5. Do you understand? So it all depends if you want to leave it as decimal, if you want to leave it as fraction. So it all depends on you. Hope you learned something here.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's go back to our graph, because we are looking at straight line graph. So write this down. Are you sure you write it down? Everything down?
No. I haven't finished it.
Okay,
It's
so
color 1.
all right. So once you are done here, we are going to learn how to find slope, the intercept from graph. So that's what we're going to do today before you leave. How to find the intercept and slope from graph. So So if you are done writing, let me know so that we can proceed with the next question. Are you almost done writing?
Yes.
Okay. So immediately you're done, let me know, because we need to look at the next question, and the next question is how to find the gradient, how to find the y-intercept from linear graph. So you should be. Are you done writing?
Yes, I'm done now.
Okay. So explain it as fast as you can. Explain. Explain it.
The question here is asking us how to find, is showing us how to find y. And
The gradients, not just y. How to find? We are asked to find the gradient and the y-intercept.
And the y-intercept.
Beautiful. Go on.
The question here is 2y minus 7x equals 11. The most reasonable thing to do to get here.
Now, that is it. All right, so now we'll move on to the next question, and that is what is it called? Are you having another class now?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So what we'll do is that in our next class we are going to, there is a straight line graph is not hard. So if they ask you to find intercept, now let me just explain something here before you go. So if you have to find y-intercept, what do you think will be the answer? Y-intercept, how will you find it? It is where the line, it is where the straight line cuts the y-axis. Where does it cut the y-axis? Here. Do you get it? It's called the y-axis where?
Yes.
So that would be what? -3. Because sometimes they can ask you to identify.
That's 0, 3.
It's not 0. You can see where the straight line, this straight line, or this one that we drew. Where is it cutting y-axis? It's cutting y-axis. That's why you say intercept. What is intercept? Intercept is when something join another. That point at which it joined, that is intercept. Do you understand? Do you get it?
Yes.
So if they ask you to find the gradient is like is a slope. This is a slope. So that is another day. We are going to explain. I will explain later. You need to create a triangle here because it's a slope. You have to create a triangle, a right angle like this. So before you can find your gradient, because it's a slopey road. When the road is slopey, so we'll learn this one later on. Okay. All right. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll stop here for today. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.